Come join me in the fire's glow. He'll speak of days gone by when men were free and buckskin clad and eagles ruled.
Welcome to the 2016 Simon Kenton Festival.
Do you all know where Arkansas is?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Well, I'm really starting to question this school's geology teacher.
Geology.
Geology.
We don't have a geology.
Geology. Is that the right word? Geology?
Social studies.
I'm talking about the one where they show you a map with states on it.
Social studies. We're just learning that.
Social studies is... Wow. Geography. That's what I'm thinking about. Geography, not
We're just learning about that.
You're just learning about that?
Yeah. You know what? We only have our teacher every week. So we have writing and social studies. Writing and social studies. Every other week.
So you know how to write?
Yeah.
But you don't know what to write about. You do know what to write about? What do you write about?
Like, we write, she put the picture on the smartboard and we have to write a description.
Yeah, we have to write like
Description of it.
That sounds like fun.
I don't care.
Are you going to write about what you see out here today?
Probably.
Probably. Any of you going to be writers when you grow up?
Yeah.
Yeah? So you don't really know?
Probably not.
So you want to be a writer? You're not really sure what you want to be?
Yeah, it's just gonna stop their arrows. Hey, better.
Whole life they would come up sometimes and they would ask, "What's Butler?" And everyone would know, "Oh, you mean Simon Kenton." But Kenton, he came in here very early in the 1770s. He was a good friend of Daniel Boone. Everybody know Daniel Boone? Okay, well, we'll tell you what, if it wasn't for Simon Kenton, you would not know Daniel Boone. Everyone knows the story of how Daniel Boone was captured at the Salt Licks? No? Yes? Okay. Daniel Boone was captured at the Salt Licks by the Shawnees, Blackfish, and he was taken up to Chillicothe, and he was inducted into the tribe, and he became Blackfish's son, and they called him Big Turtle. And he stayed there for a year, and he got word because the British came in and wanted the Indians to attack Fort Boonesboro. So Boone left and went and ran all the way back from Chillicothe, Ohio. In 4 days, he ran from Chillicothe, Ohio to Fort Boonesboro. Well, Kenton was there at Fort Boonesboro, and they knew about the battle coming. So when Blackfish finally showed up, he had a meeting with Boone, and he decided to try to take him, and the battle erupted. On the way trying to run back for cover, Daniel Boone was shot in the leg and broke his ankle so he couldn't run. Kenton came by, picked up Daniel Boone, and carried him on his shoulder. They're running back through the fort for safety, and two Indians blocked their way. Well, Kenton couldn't shoot because his hands were full with Daniel Boone, so he picked Daniel Boone up over his head and threw him at the Indians, making the Indians dead. And then on a dead run, he picked Boone back up off the ground, put him over his shoulder, and ran him into the fort for safety. So if it wasn't for Simon Kenton, you'd never have heard of Daniel Boone. Family up here. He opened up the general store just down the street and had Kenton Station. Y'all heard of Kenton Station?
Try it again.
Brought them all up to the grassy
Almost.
area.
Try it again.
Battle Grassy Road. Okay.
You can do it.
They got the horses.
Listen, I was in fourth grade for 17 years.
So
You can do this. Leave your ear on the side,
and
just like throwing a ball, but step up a little
come
closer.
in. Sometimes they come in.
Leave your ear on the side of your head.
Take horses, but you know that's how things
Come
go.
on.
You want to come over and say a few words?
There you go.
job.
Oh, thank you. Nice try, right?
A little bit higher.
Yeah.
Whoa. Tomahawk wasn't just something to throw. This was their camp axe, like a hatchet. Okay? And that was its primary use. And actually, you see in the movies where they throw these all the time? It happened, but not too often, because if you're in a fight, do you really want to throw your weapon away? No. So mostly, it's like what we're doing. They did it. How are you? Here for sport. This young lady's going to stick it. How are you?
How are you, dude? Everybody move! Everybody!
You got to step into it. I went through all of that. I'm going to ask. Oh, no.
You
have a boyfriend?
A little bit harder.
If you had a boyfriend, you were mad at him, you'd throw harder than that, wouldn't you? All right. It's like you're mad at your boyfriend.
You're mad at your boyfriend, Cassidy. Cassidy.
Well, your boyfriend doesn't have anything to worry about, does he?
That would probably give him a black star.
Oh, my. Right again.
Good job. Good job. So
You're throwing the ball. So at that point, you take all this off and throw it away because you don't need it anymore. It's one thing about amputation, it's the quickest way to lose weight. Here, tuck this in like this, because all you've got is that now. Next, you take out a tenaculum, which is a metal hook. Let me show you a picture of one here. You see those? Yeah. And you go in and you hook the arteries so you can pull them out in order to tie them off. Why do you think you want to tie off the arteries?
So you don't die?
Right, he'd bleed to death. It's very irksome when you bleed to death. It ruins your day. It also makes it superfluous to have amputated. Because if he's going to bleed to death anyway, why waste the laudanum and go to all the trouble of chopping his arm off? It'd be a lot quicker to just shoot him in the head and be done with it. So if we're going to go to all this effort of amputating, we might as well see that he survives the operation. You want to survive the operation?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So you tie off the arteries, and 3 overhand knots in an artery is enough to keep it from coming undone. Then you take a flat cauterization iron, cauterize all the little capillaries, sealing them up with heat. Sizzle, 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 sizzle. At that point you can take the tourniquet off. Finally, if you're a good doctor, you leave a little flap of skin at the end. Why do you think you want to do that?
So you can fold it over. So I think he closed it off.
So you have something to sew over the bone so he doesn't have a bone sticking out and all his friends start calling him Stumpy. So you take out your needles and linen thread and you sew him up, and then you're done. So you think you feel better after that?
Yeah. That'd be painful.
Well, this is a lot better than the old method that the English Navy used in the 1500s.
Oh, God.
They'd just take the stump and dip it in a pot of molten tar. Seal everything up that way.
Eagle in there, and these, some people think those are bombs bursting in there. Some people think those are sun rays from behind the clouds. And this is the only flag ever presented, officially presented, on behalf of the United States government that had 17 stars in it. Because they were going to add a star and a stripe for every state. And Kentucky and Vermont came in. They had the first 13 colonies. And then when Kentucky and Vermont came in, they've had 15 stripes and then 15 stars. Well, Ohio and Tennessee then came in 1803, and Congress didn't act. They thought that would make too large a flag or the stripes too narrow. So they just didn't do anything. They just left it for 15. Well, Meriwether Lewis and William Clark didn't know that, and they had a bunch more of these flags made while they were out in St. Louis. They found out there was a lot more tribes of Indians out west than they originally thought. So they put 17 stars in there. And this is an exact copy of an original that Indians own that passed down through their family and has been tested that it is from that time period. So they're sure it was presented by Lewis and Clark to them. And it had 17 stars in it.
The way that I am dressed, this would have been traditional clothing for the late 1700s, about 1780. Prior to the 1650s, 1660s, they would have had a lot less on, and all of their clothing would have been made out of buckskin, which is the deer skin, put it that way. Okay. In the 1650s, 1660s, the French came in and lived with the Shawnee people. because they were very interested in our culture. Immediately at that time, the Shawnee started trading with the French for like cotton material, silk material, and they started getting clothes like this instead of the buckskin, because the buckskin, if you wear leather all day and it's 90 degrees out, it's very hot. Okay? So they found where this material was a lot cooler.
Still?
We're miles from nowhere. Let's take our time. With faith we'll get there, and any mountains we'll climb. Through the valleys we'll fly, like eagles who cry, and the sun will shine. And with faith, we'll make it to Jackson tonight. Not a soul inside, and that's alright. We have our love, and we'll make it to Jackson tonight. We're miles from nowhere. Let's take our time, and with love we will get there.
Duck.
We'll make it to Jackson
Make sure duck.
tonight.
Hey, all right.
All right, man.
We're miles from nowhere. Let's take our time. With faith we'll get there, and any mountains we'll climb. Through the valleys we'll fly, like eagles who cry, and the sun will shine. And with faith we'll make it to Jackson tonight.
First of all, how do you do that?
How many?
Not a soul inside,
I've got to turn up that way, folks.
and that's alright.
Folks, I have to turn up there. Sir,
We have our love,
Jerry.
and we'll make it to Jackson tonight.
But the curse of it is
Come join me in the fire's glow. He'll speak of days gone by,